That is Guitar World, and that is the issue with the StageRight amplifier. Sure is suspicious that's sitting in the middle of the framing of this video. And the reason for that is the StageRight amplifier head is in this issue. So it is in this book was $487. When I purchased it or I got it delivered, it was $450 plus tax is less than $500. I'm in Los Angeles and they were just 15-minute drive outside of our city. This is a 2-channel amplifier. It's 34 pounds. Looks very generic. It has spring reverb and 2-channel switching, which you have to get their switcher. I tried mine and a Fender and a Mesa Boogie switcher. Wouldn't work. So this one has 4 12AX7 tubes, and then for the special effects, it has 1 tube, the AT7 in the V4 section, and has 4 power tubes. Has the 6L6G, whatever that is. So I did receive this amp. I did fire it up, and it fired up well. I put it in my amp rack here, so I can utilize the speaker cabinet, so I can see what it sounds like. First time up, fired up well. That's why I put it in the amp. Went to go do videos on it. I was going to do a video review kind of a thing. This is a new company from China, and instead of selling it to other people, they were just going to build it themselves and sell it out here. They have warehouses out here. They do have a combo amp. They're selling them through a company called Monoprice. Real nice people. I talked to them. The build on this thing, 34 pounds, great build. Did the clean channel. Sounded all right. It wasn't nothing overly excited, but it started farting out on me. The tubes, one of the tubes was having an issue. Kind of like a light bulb. You ever see a light bulb flicker a couple times and then it works fine, then before you know it, it goes out. That's kind of the same thing with tube amplifiers. Sometimes we'll do that, and in this instance it was. So I was getting a pretty decent idea of what it sounds like. It has a master volume, master presence, simple three EQ on each channel, the bass, mid, and treble. It does have a drive section out of the two channels, so the clean and the drive. The drive didn't really drive that well. It's not a gain amplifier. It's kind of like a soft-driven Marshall-ish. It's got its own tone though. So anyways, so I tried it again. Once I changed out the cables, thinking it could be the cables, and what it ended up being is it farted out on me again. It did that to me in a total of 4 times, and then I just boxed up and sent it back to Monoprice. Super nice people. The build on the chassis and everything was great. The knobs worked great. Every one of them was working better than I've seen other bigger named amplifiers do. I mean, when you turn it, there was no grittiness in the pots. The feeling of this thing was awesome. The handle was awesome. Picking up 34 pounds, it's heavy. So I played it again. I played it with some pedals. I used a heavy metal from Boss, and then I used a from Ibanez, their Tube Screamer. I also used a regular actual overdrive I like by the company called Crank. Anyways, because I know how it perfectly sounds, and it just didn't push well. Changed up the speakers on it to get it a bigger push. Didn't push well. I ended up sending it back. Yeah, for the tube. I have tubes. I could have probably changed one out and figured out which one it was. But for how big the chassis was, it was a full size chassis. It's huge. 2 feet, 2.5 feet. Like a regular 120 watt amplifier head. Heavy like a regular amplifier, but with the vanilla clean sound and really no gain in the drive, and it didn't react very well to pedals. So what do we do? Right where that Jet City is where the StageRight amplifier was. StageRight. It's like a designation on a stage itself. Um, so that's where it was. Didn't get to review it because I didn't think it'd be fair to review the amp. It kept farting out on me. I do believe I'm giving you an honest review. If you read the article on Guitar World March, basically it was the same thing. Kind of a generic tone, and no fun. I felt the same. So unfortunately, it's a cool amp for the price. I would definitely, if it was my first amp, I would have purchased it. My first amp is actually down there below. It's that Yamaha right there. Bought in 1976. And it don't have no gain or anything, but you can, with very much ease, put pickups. Gosh, I'm having a hard time talking. You can put pedals in front of it and really get a good tone. So with the StageRight, you couldn't do it. Jet City has to replace it again. And that's it. That's your StageRight review. Kind of generic, very well built, and a good first amp for $450 for a 100-watt head. That's incredible. All right, Gear Geeks, you guys take care, and that's it.